What you just asked us? You asked us our Google?
Yep.
What, you going
We are
live?
live. We are live on YouTube.
We're
Are we
live.
really?
Yep.
All right, let's get it then.
Well, you want to send a link out to everybody? Let everybody know, let the world know, or that's for that's for next time.
We're already live.
Well, I know, still gotta let the world know, right?
Let the world know.
Before we
Let
start
the
our
world know.
introductions and everything,
Let the world know.
we let them know. There you go. There you go. I got a control center over here, buddies.
I'm gonna go like Rocky Balboa. Yo, world!
I'm
Yo,
getting
world! I'm letting you know.
I'm getting a feedback from the from the live broadcast. I just sent the link to it.
Yep, I got it. I'm putting it out right now.
I'm trying to figure out how to
Share all
make
my
it.
Facebook friends. The very few I have.
There's a little bit of delay now. Zoom
Yeah, it should be a delay.
View this page cast. Enter full screen. Always.
So we ready to go? We're just doing college and real quick college and NFL today, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right, let's do this. Got some honeydews I got to take care of.
Oh my goodness.
Late at night, man. This man never rests. Never. This
I
man.
don't even want to know what your honeydews are.
No, I got a long day tomorrow, so I have some stuff that I need to take care of. We have a contractor coming in tomorrow. Uh, from that hailstorm, they fixed our roof. They did some the interior stuff. We had a leak in the garage, and they're coming to replace one of the walls in the garage.
I gotta get an AC guy, matter of fact. Now that you mention it, thanks for reminding me.
We had our AC
AC
serviced
guy.
already. We're good to go, man. We're good to go with that. So let's get it on. Like Mills Lane used to say, let's get it on. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready to get it on? I'm not saying it like I'm not saying it. I'm saying it like Mills Lane, not Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a deal because it's showing. When it's viewing on the live feed, it's only showing whoever's talking.
That's fine.
But it does. It's how it rolls.
No, it should show all of us.
Yeah, I think you can fix that.
That's what I was trying to find
out. Let's see, here we go. Where do you go to?
Meetings on live feed.
You know what I like about these? You know what I like about these Coach Prime sunglasses?
What's that, Rich?
I'm over here falling asleep, and y'all can't even tell.
Stop, Rich. You always got to cut up, don't you, Bo? You got to cut up.
Now you can tell. That's what it feels like. I remember when I used to work in an office, and you had a problem with your computer, and the computer guy comes in. You know what it is? You got an IG 10 3 5 6, and I'm like, whatever, just fix it, Holmes.
Bingo, got it.
You got it?
I told you get it, buddy. Told you get it. I knew if anybody could do it, I knew it'd be you, man.
Not what you said earlier.
If anybody could do it, I knew Chad could do it, man.
All right, you ready?
All right, let's do
Always
this.
ready, baby. Born ready.
3, 2, let's go. 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome back, Super Sports Media, Gridiron Roundtable After Dark, the Tuesday night edition. I'm Richard DeLeon, and I'm here with my guys.
Your number one Sooner fan in South Texas, Chad Foster, here with my Eagles buddy.
It's your boy E. Talley, number one Eagles fan in San Antonio, rocking all the gear today because this is a Tuesday getting ready for the Buccaneers week. Let's go.
He said number one fan. That might be the only one in San Antonio, bro.
Well, that I know I can say probably. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I can
changing
say
my
that.
I'm changing my
Now
name.
tomorrow I won't be the number one Eagles fan tomorrow. Okay.
No, tomorrow you're
No,
gonna be the
no.
Southwest High School supporter.
That's
Southwest High School sports reporter tomorrow.
tomorrow. We got
All
plenty
right.
of interviews for tomorrow.
So my eyes are closed. Can y'all tell?
Not
No.
today. Hey, nah, I'm not gonna start. I'm not gonna start on your guys that early. That's how they play after the third quarter.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
That's
man.
true.
I gotta tell you, man. It's gonna be a long, rocky season. But
No, man, y'all got it, man. It's
no,
early.
no,
Remember,
look,
we had some stumbles when we won the Super Bowl.
but here's the thing.
I don't know if you knew that.
You know why
Prior to winning the Super Bowl, we had a few stumbles. Everybody thought we were out. They counted us out.
you know why you trade Micah Parsons though, because you kind of didn't feel like this was going to be a great season to begin with. The
I'm
way
not
that
trading Michael Parsons. Say what you want to say, my man.
no,
I'm
but
not
I'm just
trading.
saying that they're stockpiling some draft picks and all.
Hey,
Cowboys draft really well,
again, hey
so
man.
so the chance to build a team. And guess what? We've said it all. I've said it a million times. Maybe not on this show, but a lot of these teams that win the Super Bowl have won the Super Bowl in the last 25 years or so. They've hit rock bottom at some point.
Hey man.
And
Archie be ready for y'all.
huh?
Y'all ready to pick him up. Either this year or next year. Archie be ready. So you good.
Man, you mean Uncle Rico Manning?
Call him what you want to call him. Hey,
The
he
guy
looked real
that
good this
looks
past
like he's going
weekend.
to the bathroom every time he throws a football.
He'll be lucky
Hey,
to he'll be lucky to survive that OU game in a couple weeks, 3 weeks.
That facts.
he looked real good this past weekend.
Yeah, he looked good against Sam Houston State.
Don't matter. They're
Woo.
still a D1 division. They're still a Division 1 college football team. That's what you want to say. Hey, I'll be happy if you my kids go to the same
Hey,
season. So you say what you want to say, my guy.
I feel you. I
and
feel you.
next week when OU plays Kent State and they kill them even more with the
Hey
backup
man,
quarterback, then I don't want
y'all
to hear
have
it.
not heard me.
Man.
Y'all have
Hey,
not heard me bash anybody this whole season, no matter who win, lose, or draw. So don't.
Italy, Italy, Italy. Let's not touch that whole OU thing, man, because you get him real excited. He gets more excited about OU than I do about the Cowboys, man.
No,
That's
right now
true.
y'all are
That's true.
tied. Y'all are tied.
Yeah.
Y'all are tied. Y'all are tied.
Man, you're just siding with him right now because that's just what you're doing. But you know it in your heart. You know it. You know it,
Y'all are
Italy.
tied, man. You get
Yeah.
me started with that
Shoot,
doggone. Again, I did it
shoot.
already. I just mentioned you was asleep for the third quarter. You slept third, fourth quarter like I did.
I don't sleep, man.
There you go.
If I sleep, if I take a nap during the day, I ain't sleeping at night, and I can't afford that. I
Let's
can't
get this
afford.
party started, man.
All
Yeah.
right, let's
Hey,
get
well,
it.
look, we've been doing our picks and all that, so let's go through the picks from last week, the Gridiron Roundtable picks. Um, I'm going to say something about those after we cover them all, but
Go ahead.
um, uh, the first game that we picked was Texas Tech at Utah. Texas Tech finished that game winning 34-10. Chad had Utah. I had Texas Tech, and Tally had Utah. Um, Second game on the ledger was Auburn at Oklahoma. Oklahoma took that one 24-17, and it was a clean sweep. All of us picked Oklahoma. We also had Tulane at Ole Miss, and it was 45-10. Ole Miss with the win there. Chad, you were the only one that picked Tulane. Italy and myself picked Ole Miss. And the reason we're not going to recap these games that much is because we got a lot of big college football news that just came
Yeah.
down the pipe. We'll get to that in a second. Michigan loses to Nebraska 27. Oh no, they beat Nebraska 30-27. I'm sorry. Chad picked Nebraska, and Tally and myself picked Michigan. So
Last second field goal.
yeah,
No,
last
no,
second
no, don't do
field
that. Don't do that. Don't do no, no. Don't try to. You see how he's trying to slide it in there? Oh, listen. No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, hey, a win's a win, baby. We get them.
man.
Mhm.
We get them.
Hey,
I
in
gotta
college
tell you,
football, it wins a win.
a win's a win. A win is a win.
I'm in the army we call stockpiling.
Yep. Yep. You got Florida 7, against Miami, number 4 Miami scored 26, so 26-7. We all picked Miami. You had Illinois uh, against Indiana. Indiana took the 63-10 win. I was the only fool to pick Illinois in that one. That one wasn't even close. I just remember Indiana was so good last year.
They jumped into the top 10 this week. Their Indiana could be on a tear to be really good this year, maybe even better than they were last year.
Yeah. Yeah. But Indiana was really good last year, and I kind of was teetering on that one. But hey, I picked Illinois. I'll take my medicine on that. Michigan State loses to number 25 USC 45-31. Again, I was the only one to pick Michigan State. Italy and Chad, you both picked USC. What stood out to you about any of those games, guys?
Texas Tech looked really good. Even though I picked Utah in that one, Texas Tech set themselves up to be a front runner along with Iowa State in the Big 12. They looked really, really good. A lot better than I thought they would look this year.
Right.
And that Nebraska team, even though they lost in that game, they looked good. Had some good plays, but Nebraska's got a defense issue.
Right.
And then Miami, I figured it would be more than that in the Miami game, but Florida fought with them through the first half. So
it's a rivalry game. Didn't we talk about that? How
yeah,
it don't matter if you play Miami against Florida, Miami against Florida State, Florida against Florida State. Those three teams, they seem to have fairly entertaining matchups. And
yes.
this one was obviously. I just think Miami's that good this year. I mean, I'll just say that.
Yeah.
I think Miami's
Miami
just
was.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and correct you because you called it. You said we need Miami to be relevant.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
did, Richard. You did, not me. I
Yeah.
can't take any credit, but I'll give you the credit there. You called it, and look at the sports. Sports is so beautiful. Talking about Miami,
The
Yep.
U,
The U, and
they're
the U,
U
baby,
and
the U.
and Florida State,
they're
like you
second in the
said.
ACC right now. They got another big game coming up here, October 4th, if I'm correct. So if I'm correct, there. No. Am I looking at it right? No. Who's their next game? I'm trying to look at the schedule here. September 20th. Yeah,
Miami.
they're off.
Yeah,
They're
they're
off.
off
They have
next
their
week.
bye week. So yeah, their next game is against Florida State.
It
So
just feels wrong right now. Not talking about Coach Prime in Colorado, but I guess
well, no,
I
we are
guess
talking about it. He won this past weekend.
I know, but what I'm saying, it feels odd that that they're having a kind of a down year this year.
Well,
That's
listen,
the
Miami's number 2, I believe, in
they leapfrogged Penn State.
Penn State
Yeah.
because we're out there playing cupcakes. And I'm not even mad. We got a big one coming up here.
Hey, they got a big
But
one coming up this week.
it
Hey,
really. Go ahead.
if Penn State wins this week, yes, they'll go back. They'll become number 2 again.
Well, of course, but again, it's good to talk about Miami and being, I'm not gonna fib. I didn't see them catapulting us and being number 2. But hey, like I said, long as Penn State's in the race, that's all we got to do, man. We don't need to be the top team.
The thing about Miami though, Miami in the trenches, both on the offensive line, defensive line, the front seven on the defense. Miami's going to beat you up. That's how they're going to play. I saw it against Notre Dame because Notre Dame has a pretty physical offensive line and a pretty physical defensive line, and Miami whipped them in the trenches. So
Yes.
that tells me Miami is legit because if you can win in the trenches, you're legit. You can win with smoke and mirrors. You can win with smoke and mirrors, but when you can just punch somebody in the mouth over and over and over and hit them with body blows over and over and over in the trenches, that's not smoke and mirrors. That's for real. So I think Miami's going to be in the mix all the way down the
I
stretch.
agree.
Here's
Carson
the
Beck looks a
problem.
lot better too this year than he did at Georgia.
Looks like he's having fun.
Here's the problem. Your next one to well, you're in ACC play now.
Mm-hmm.
You play one top ranked team, one top 10 team. That's Florida State. Everybody else is terrible.
Yeah.
You're playing your next game after that is Louisville, Stanford, SMU, Syracuse, NC State, Virginia Tech, and Pittsburgh. You got a chance to run the table.
We know that Louisville's always going to play you tough. Florida State's going
Hey,
to
man,
be
all
good.
those guys are gonna play you tough.
Yeah.
They ain't beat Miami.
No,
They're gonna bring their A game to be able to play. Don't count out that because they're going to Dallas to play SMU, but the big games, I think the Florida State game is going to be their biggest game. But if they beat Florida State, that means they beat the number 6 team at the time, the number 18 team at the time, and the number 8 team at the time when they played them. That they won if they beat Florida State. That's a good resume. But that Syracuse team looked pretty good too. So
it's going to be interesting.
Chad, SMU is 2-2.
Yeah, but
they're again.
But SMU always plays the Spuller at one or two games. They play the Spuller every year.
Hey man, nah, I'm not. Again, they're gonna run the table. I'm calling it now. Miami's running the table. I'll take every Miami game. I'll take every Miami game. Take Miami.
Oh, I'm not saying that SMU is going to beat them. I said just don't be surprised on that game. I agree with you. I think Miami's going to run the table. I think you're probably looking at with the ACC. You're probably Miami and maybe Virginia or Miami and Florida State rematch.
Well, right now there's Miami and Georgia Tech. Right now, the second.
Georgia Tech second right now.
I'll say this.
Then they're first. They got an actual ACC win already.
Oh, because they already played. They played Clemson already. So.
But if you get what I'm thinking is if Penn State beats the Oregon State.
No, Oregon Ducks.
The Oregon Ducks. Sorry, if Penn State beats Oregon, you might expect them to jump back over and get number 2. The thing about it is, Miami's already done enough, in my opinion, because they're going to probably run the table, like you said, and that a lot of teams it could hurt them to not have a tough schedule. But you can't control your conference schedule right now. You can't apologize about it. It is what it is. But they did beat up a very formidable Notre Dame team week 1, and that say what you want about Notre Dame, but those games against Notre Dame, they do carry weight.
Yes,
they do carry.
Well, and it's not going to matter anyway because if they went out and then they play Georgia Tech, Florida State again, they play one of them for the ACC title, they still get an automatic bid to the playoffs from being in the ACC.
Right.
So as long as they win out, they're going to be in that conversation for that bye because they're going to be an ACC champion. So they're already going to be there. Then we'll really get a test when they start playing the other schools that are out there, the Big Ten and the SEC.
The problem with Notre Dame, they have too tough of a record. I don't see them. They're going to have. I'm seeing their schedule right now. I'm seeing 4 losses.
Well,
for Notre Dame,
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know about that.
They got Arkansas next. They got Boise State. They got NC State. They got USC.
I just can't. I can't concentrate.
Boston College.
Take those rings off. I cannot concentrate. They're huge. They're huge, man. They're huge.
That's what happens when you win championships, man. In the last 5
they're
years,
like huge. Like those fit Jalen Carter, man. Take them off.
You got Navy.
Jalen Carter size, man.
You got Syracuse and Stanford. I know for sure they're going to get one more loss. They already got 2. They're going to get one more. I'll take that back. They won't have 4, but I'll give them one more. I don't know if they're going to lose to Arkansas or they're going to use the USC.
I think
they're going to lose to US. They're going to lose to USC.
I think they're going to run the table. Notre Dame's going to run the table. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be enough. They got to end up.
They play USC. They play USC in South Bend.
Yeah, it's gonna be in South Bend, and USC doesn't traditionally play well in South Bend because it's usually in October
Again,
when the weather changes and all that.
But Arkansas, Sam
that's what
Pittman's
I'm
on the
about to
hot
say. They
seat.
played
Sam Pittman's on the
Arkansas
hot seat.
and Arkansas.
yeah, no.
They're
So
playing Arkansas and Arkansas, baby.
but I'm saying I think they run the table. Now
Okay.
the question is going to be, do they get into the top 12? Because Notre Dame, since they're not part of a conference, they have to finish in the
They
top
have to
12.
finish in 12.
In the
Yep.
top 12, and right now, what are they right now? They're probably close
Overall,
to
they're 1
20.
and 2.
22.
They're
They're one,
22. So they
and
got
that's
to
just by
climb.
name.
They got to climb 10 spots. Beating a USC team, beating an Arkansas team probably will get that done.
Yeah, they're the only one with 2 losses that's in the top 25.
But you got to look. They lost to number 2 Miami in Miami by a field goal, correct?
Yeah.
And they
And then
lost to Texas
and, that,
A&M.
and then they lost to Texas A&M, who's another
The
top 10
Aggies.
team, right?
Number 9. Yep.
Number 9. So, and that was also a very controversial, ending with the touchdown and the holding penalty. So the voters look at that stuff. So that's why they're giving them a hall pass, because Notre Dame, being that they're not in a conference, they have to play a tough schedule. And, I wish some of these other teams like Texas and Oklahoma, Alabama, I wish they would look at Notre Dame and say, you know what? We'll get excused for some of those losses just by playing a tougher schedule. I
Well,
think that benefits you in the long run.
I think Texas and Oklahoma did that this year. Now, I'm not saying they did it totally, because Texas played Ohio State opening weekend. OU played Michigan the second weekend. Now, there's still 2 cupcakes that are on OU's schedule. But
Well, 3 if you count Texas, because you're counting Texas as a cupcake, aren't you? I mean, hey, man, put it out there, man. That's what they
yeah,
do.
I think OU's still going to beat Texas. The yeah, so I think they did it. Now, that was what Alabama used to get the big knock when they would make it to the playoffs, or the BCS, is they never they played what was it, Sanford State or something like that they played in the first week or two. So
Yeah.
um I think, like Tally said, it's a big deal of just winning out. Win your next game, win out, and see where you end up at. But I do agree with you, Tally. I was just looking at Georgia Tech's schedule, the rest of their schedule. I think you are looking at a Georgia Tech Miami game, because Georgia Tech, for left in the conference, they have Wake Forest, they have Virginia Tech at home, which Virginia Tech's already fired their coach, at Duke, Syracuse at home, at NC State, at Boston College, and Pittsburgh at home. Then they have their normal game of they play Georgia at the Georgia Dome at the end of the season. But that's not a conference game. Yeah, that game don't count. So Georgia Tech should win out, unless they just have a hiccup somewhere. They should win out. So you're looking at Miami versus Georgia Tech for the ACC title.
Right.
The only way you're gonna have
and
a
the winner, that's
the only place they're gonna have a hiccup, and the reason I say this is it's 2 places that ACC teams always overlook: Duke and Pittsburgh. Those 2 are traditionally known to screw a top team, a Clemson or North Carolina Tar Heels team that's doing real good. They always stumble on those 2 guys, but they always.
Your former D coordinator from Penn State's at Duke, as the head coach at Duke. He used to be the head coach at Miami.
See,
Manny Diaz.
So again, that might be one of those schools might have a hiccup over there. So again, don't ever count Duke out. But hey, real quick, so what's the overall rankings or stats of everybody? Just since we've been keeping score.
Well, no, we still got to go over the NFL picks.
Yeah, we still got to do the NFL.
Those picks were counted too.
Yeah, those kicks are counted too. So let's talk about the.
Well, hold on. I just want to say this: the one I got wrong that I felt very strongly about, was Michigan State and USC. Remember, I said Michigan State still plays that Big Ten smash mouth football. I wasn't sure that USC was going to be able to really hang 45 points on them for sure, and they did. So,
coach, isn't it? Isn't that your old coach?
Lincoln Riley.
That's Chad's old coach. Chad knew was going to win that game. That's the
crybaby that leaves in the middle of the night.
See, that's Chad's old
man. See, don't tell me I'm more emotional than this guy. Don't tell me that, Italy.
Yeah, that's
listen. You got to remember,
USC looks tough this year. I got to give it to him.
The year before Lincoln left, OU had a great year. I don't know if y'all remember
The
that.
year,
That's
the year
a
before.
statement for me to make. Shit,
The,
shoot, Scott, I'm still on the community.
yeah,
Chad is the OU guy, so that was dumb what I just said. I
that
apologize.
was the year.
But yeah, Lincoln was
Baker's last year. No, it was 2 years before that. So it was because he had Baker and then he had Kyler and then he had Jalen Hurts. It was Baker's last year. We made it all the way to the Rose Bowl and lost to Georgia in overtime.
Yeah.
And the winner was playing for the national championship. That was his best shot at it. And Baker still hasn't forgave him for that.
Are we picking all these games? I mean, you got like 10 games on there, like Friday and Saturday. Like you got a lot of games on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have 11 college games upcoming.
Hey, they're big games.
Are we picking all of them though?
No, we don't have to pick all of them. We can take a couple of them.
I mean, because that's not fair. Because
I'll pick them.
I know
I'm
you
not
sit behind.
afraid.
I know
You
you
sound
sit behind
afraid.
your
Just
computer. You sit
share
behind
the
your
pick.
computer. You
I'll
sit
pick
behind your
winners.
computer and you research this stuff, man.
But hey, I pick winners. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Rich. Hey, I don't research as much as I just like Tally said today when me and Tally was talking today. Is some of this I think we picked based on what our feelings were instead of what we knew about football. But I don't research them. I just know because I watch a lot of college football. But the other side of it is that I there's a lot of good games coming up.
All right, we'll pick them all. We're gonna pick them all. We're gonna pick them all.
Oh, what I was gonna say. Look at when you look at the record. The dude that Tally's kicking our ass. So,
I know he is. Look. Since we're all interested in the records, we haven't gone over the NFL stuff yet, but we will. Chad, Tally is 13-3. You're 10-6, and I'm 8-8. And I told Tally today, I'm gonna stop picking with my heart and my emotions. Like I'm gonna stop picking UTS. I'm not gonna pick UTSA over A&M anymore. That was my heart, right?
Hey, if you was an if you was an NFL coach, you're keeping your job for one more year by being 8-8.
Yeah, being 500.
Hey, if you're the Cowboys coach, you can be 8-8 and keep your job for 12 years like Jason Garrett did.
Hey man, I think Jason Garrett was a good coach.
Okay, we'll talk. We'll talk about that offline.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that offline.
You want to talk about these upcoming games? You want to talk about the news of the college football today?
No. Let's talk about the upcoming games. Then we'll talk about the NFL games that we picked last week, and then the upcoming NFL games, and then we'll finish it off with the news that just came out in college football today. How about that?
That'll work.
Yeah. So upcoming college games this weekend: Friday night, number 8 Florida at Virginia. Florida comes in at 3-0.
Florida State.
I'm sorry, Florida State, and Virginia's 3-1. I'm going to take Florida State in that one because I think Florida State will be standing in that top 3 in the ACC at the end of the season.
I agree with you. I think Virginia is going to give them a fight, but I think Florida State pulls this one out. I think Florida State, when his butt got hot, with him bringing in Malzahn and all them, he retooled that FSU team. So I'm with you on that one. T, who do you have?
I have Florida State, of course, because it's going to be a great matchup or a great setup for Florida State versus Miami. So Florida State can't afford to lose this game. Hope they're not looking past them.
Man, I'm telling you.
That's one of those games.
And not only am I picking Florida State, but I'm rooting for them because I too want to watch these undefeated matchups later in the season. I mean, isn't that better when Florida State's undefeated and Miami's undefeated? That's a better game, right?
Yes.
At least it's a better build up to it. And then next game, number 24 TCU at Arizona State.
I got TCU hands down. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why we call them. Oh, because it's number 24. I got it. Yeah, I'm going TCU. I don't see them losing to Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona State's 3-1. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to find that too. 3-1.
Arizona State got some high power somewhere. I'm going TCU.
I'm gonna go TCU as well, and whatever the over is, take the over on that one.
The over is 55.5, and ESPN has Arizona State 2.5.
Really?
Tally, you said TCU?
Yeah, I take TCU in the points.
I got TCU. And remember, you get 3 points for being at home, right?
Yeah.
That pretty much that's standard.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if it's a pick 'em, it's one. Anything below 3, Vegas don't really know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's in Tempe that's a Friday night game.
And that's why Vegas don't know. So they just
Yeah.
that's a coin
I'm
toss.
with you guys. I think I choose that's almost to me, that's almost a pick 'em game, but I like TCU. I like what that coach is a tough coach.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I got TCU.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of points in that game for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And then Saturday we got USC, number 21 USC at number 23 Illinois. USC comes in at 4-0. Illinois is 3-1. You know, fellas, last week USC handed me my jock strap, so I'm gonna stick with USC because I learned my lesson. Lincoln Riley, I learned my lesson.
Well, hold on. This is a tougher game here, Rich.
No, USC proved a lot last weekend.
Hey.
To me, I'm not saying they're going to blow them out. I just trust USC.
What do you got, Tally? What do you got, Tally?
On this one, I got. Let me check one thing because.
Oh my goodness! Now he's checking.
Here's why, Rich. Here's why. Illinois is like Indiana. They're really, really good with the run usually.
Yeah.
So they run the ball hard. One thing USC never stops is the run. That's why I'm asking that question. So I wanted to see what did Illinois and Indiana do last weekend, real quick. I was going to just check.
Indiana ran the ball down their throat and blew them out of the water.
You mean Illinois ran the ball?
Indiana ran the ball against Illinois. Indiana beat the living you-know-what out of Illinois.
Okay, my bad. That's easy then. USC, my bad. USC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was the game that was
we got lucky.
What was that game? 63-10.
Yeah, we got lucky on that. I had to search real quick. I didn't have it in front of me. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I got USC in that one, and I got USC in that one big.
Yeah.
Probably big. I'm trying to give Illinois a little bit of credit and say it's not going to be a runaway, but I
was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Even though it's in Champaign? No.
Oh, no. Yeah. USC. Well, USC travels well, so.
Yeah.
So the next game we got is the Big Bad Wolf going to Washington. And I say Big Bad Wolf because Ohio State is 3-0, and they're the national champs. And they're still the national champs until someone proves otherwise. And they're also still the Big Ten big dog until someone proves otherwise. So I'm going to take Ohio State easily over Washington, even though Washington's 3-0. I got Ohio State bludgeoning them.
I agree.
They're traveling to Washington. But I'm with you. I think Ohio State's going to run away. Ohio State looks really, really good this year.
Yeah, and when I say bludgeon, I think they're going to beat them up too. Ohio State's defense looks legit. Really legit.
Yes. And it's like that when you bring an NFL coordinator on the defensive side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Now, offensive side of the ball, it's kind of iffy, but
Ohio State has, last I checked, they have probably between 5 and 7 first round NFL picks.
They put 14 kids in the draft last year.
Yeah,
it was 14.
Yeah,
14.
I think LSU got the record, don't they? I think LSU put the most players in the draft in 1 year. I want to say it was when they had Randy Moss's son, if I'm correct. I think that was the year, wasn't it? Wasn't it LSU?
Probably.
No, Georgia.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Georgia had 15 in 2022.
And I think 8 of them got drafted by the Eagles, I think.
Yeah, 15 in 2022. And this mark is a new all-time record in the 7th round format, surpassing the previous record of 14 players set by Ohio State in 2004 and LSU in 2020.
How many did LSU have?
In 2020, they had 14, and 2004, Ohio State had 14. And Georgia had 15 in 2022.
Now I'm going to say, I think Ohio State, they have, like last I checked, they have 5 to 7 first rounders, just first round. I mean that's how good they are. So
Well,
we're
they got probably arguably the number one player in college football.
So I think we're wording it wrong because LSU, the year they sent, I'm trying to fact check myself right now. The year they sent 14, they had 15 because they had what's his name go undrafted. So they sent the most players to the NFL one year because they sent like I said, they sent
Well,
Randy Moss, son, undrafted, I think. But let me look that
well,
up before I get quoted on that.
right.
well, the Georgia had 15 in 2022 that were drafted
They were
in the
Yeah,
first
drafted,
7 months.
so they had
and
the
they
most drafted. Yes.
and, I,
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure Georgia had a handful
probably
of undrafted players.
undrafted ones
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Georgia was practically an NFL team there for about 6 to 8 years.
Especially when it comes to linemen.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. Speaking of LSU, since Tally's researching them right now, you got number 4 LSU. They're at 4-0. They're traveling to number 13 Ole Miss, who's also 4-0.
Ooh, it's a tough game.
Mm, mm, man,
Dang, that's a tough game, but I'm gonna go with my heart. I'm going LSU. Like it
mm,
matters. Like I'm an LSU fan.
man,
They have. I
mm.
got Ole Miss in that one.
Ooh.
Man. I gotta say, I got Ole Miss as well. It's just it's
Ooh.
just hard. It's hard. Ole Miss is good, man. I mean,
They are good.
their physical
The
team. It's hard to go on the road in the SEC, right?
they're playing in
Um,
Oxford.
Yeah, they're playing in
yes,
Oxford.
yes and no. When you got the best talent, you got the best talent in college
Yeah,
football. It's just hands down. Yeah, people say that,
yeah.
oh, it's hard. When you got the best talent, you got the best talent.
Well, let's
They
just
got
say
the best
this:
talent.
we don't really know who's got the best talent right now.
No, we
Most
don't.
most of the schedules so far for the majority of the teams have been against cupcakes. Let's face it. For the majority of teams, they're playing Lamar. They're playing Tulane. They're playing Stephen F. Austin. They're playing
Damn. Oh,
Nickel
when you
State.
pooping on, hey, why you pooping on my Stephen F. Austin guys, man? I don't even know their mascot, but whoever they are, I feel bad for
Isn't it the Lumberjacks? Stephen F. Austin
Yes,
Lumberjacks.
yes,
them.
I'm
yes,
not. I'm
yes.
not bagging on them. I'm just saying Texas is levels above them,
Well,
right?
hey, listen,
Ole
Vegas,
Miss has already got 2 SEC wins too. Um,
SEC. I mean, the Vegas is scared to really bet and call it,
yeah.
so they're giving it 2.5. Ole Miss.
Yep.
Oh, see, ESPN's got 1.5. Ole Miss with
See,
a 54 and a half.
I
give
like.
me,
I like
give me,
those odds. Give me Ole Miss.
give me
That's why I was
LSU.
like,
Go give me LSU in the points. I'll take that.
And you know what? What's the over under on that one?
54 and a half is what
I'm,
ESPN has.
I'm
I'm
taking
going.
under.
I'm going under. I'm going
Yeah,
under.
I'm going under.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
All right.
Another SEC slug fest. Number 3, Auburn 3-1 at number 9 Texas A&M 3-0.
Ooh. Now I see why you didn't want to call these games. You right. You putting, hey man. Ooh.
I'm gonna have to start researching like Chad. Well,
Um,
maybe Italy
I
researching. He's the one with the good record. He's the best record.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm picking A&M in this one. I think OU gave a recipe of what to do with Auburn. They were supposedly had the best offensive line in the SEC, and OU ended up with 10 sacks against them.
I'm gonna go with A&M as well.
y'all beat me to it, and I wanted to make sure because I just don't like Auburn like that. You know what I mean?
I love that coach at A&M. He's
Uh,
Elko that he was at. He came from Duke.
Spread is 7. The 6.5.
Is it
And the six
six
and a
and a
half
half?
Texas A&M. Man, I would not take the spread, but I'll definitely take Texas A&M. That's a lot of points to give up. That's a touchdown. SEC, you don't give up touchdowns in bets. So I'm taking Texas A&M also.
Hey,
I'm a
they
yeah.
OU was 6.5, and they won by 7.
Also, the over is The over
52.5.
52.5. I'll take the under.
Yeah, I'll
Under.
take the under.
I'll take the under too. I'm looking at Texas A&M schedule. They got Mississippi State at A&M, Florida at A&M, Texas A&M at Arkansas, A&M at LSU, A&M at Missouri, South Carolina at A&M, Samford at A&M, and then Texas A&M at Texas. I think I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think Texas A&M, they have a good chance to run the table, man. They have a good chance to
Very
do it.
possible. South Carolina is going to be good. This game here is going to be a good one, decent one, but the one that
October 25th.
That South Carolina game is going to be a big one, and that the game after November, the Texas game.
I'm talking about, look at October 25th, Texas A&M at LSU. That's going to be the one. That's going to be, to me, the winner of that game. The winner of that game.
Put themselves in that driver's seat.
They put themselves in that driver's seat. Do they still divide it into two?
Nope. Top two teams.
It's just the top two team. Man.
And SEC came out today with because they did the ACC, I think, just made the announcement today too. They're going to a 9-game schedule next year. Starting next year, SEC goes to a 9-game schedule, and they release the 3 teams that are every single year. They play the same 3 teams, and then they rotate the other 6.
Yeah.
And they just release the schedules, or not. They release the games that they're going to play for the next 3 years for all the SEC football teams. They released that today, so we can talk about that.
Yeah, I'm going to say, we'll talk about that later, but I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb and say that October 25th game at LSU, A&M at LSU, the winner of that game is going to be one of the top 2.
Yeah, because you could for A&M, they could lose that game and still beat Texas, and still have a possibility, because there's a strong possibility whoever plays for the SEC title has 1 loss.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a good conference. Like I said, I still don't think it's as good as the Big Ten, but
I think both the Big Ten and the SEC is top heavy.
Yeah. Yep. Then we got number 11 Indiana. Again, they took it to me last week at the 3-1 Iowa. Iowa is such a hard place to play. I follow Penn State just like Italy does. And like I said last time, Iowa is a tough place to play. They give teams like Penn State a lot of trouble. And I'm going to say Indiana squeaks out a win there, because I think Indiana's that good, but it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game.
Well, I
got Indiana.
You got Indiana too?
Yeah.
This is Iowa's homecoming game.
Yeah, Indiana's going to spoil their homecoming.
Yeah,
this is Iowa's homecoming game.
The spread in that's Indiana by 7.5.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is really a tough one.
But that tells you they're playing Iowa though, because the over and under is 48.5.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm going to take the under on that as well.
And the quarterback
on that.
You take the over on that.
Yeah, take the over on that. Yeah, anything under 50.
I think there's I know Iowa's tough, but if Indiana plays like they did last week, there's a possibility Indiana scores 48 points by themselves. The quarterback for Iowa was the backup to Drew Aller at Penn State last year.
For where?
The quarterback for Iowa is from Penn State.
Man, this is a tough one, guys. This is a tough one because right now the Hawkeyes are
3-1,
44-5 all time in homecoming games, and they're 10-5-1 against Indiana. The last time they played, Iowa beat the Hoosiers 45-29 during the homecoming game.
This is their test for Iowa because
this is both their tests because both of them have a win in the Big Ten.
Yeah. Because Iowa beat Rutgers. Come on.
The last time, but see, here's the problem. The last time the Iowa Hawkeyes beat Indiana was in 2014,
Yeah.
and they weren't nowhere near the team they are today. Different coach, I believe.
Iowa
So
has the same coach.
no, Indiana.
Yes, Indiana's coach has only been there for 3 years. Yes.
So with all that being said, I think this is a new era for Indiana. He did a really good job last year. He squeaked out a few wins that he wasn't supposed to win. Um, he did lose to Penn State, did lose to Ohio State, I believe. I'm going Iowa. Excuse me, I'm going Indiana too.
Sure.
All right. All right. So we got number 15 Tennessee at Mississippi State. I'm gonna go Mississippi State in that one. That's gonna be because I know it's an upset, but Mississippi State is tough.
I'm going Tennessee. I'm going Tennessee on that one.
The
Tennessee.
spread has it Tennessee 7.5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Mississippi State with an
Take the
upset.
points. Take the
With an
points.
upset. Yeah.
Take the points. Take the points then.
I'm with Rich. I'm taking Mississippi State now.
Take the points though.
Because you know who the head coach of Mississippi State is?
Who?
Jeff Lebby.
I don't know that guy.
Jeff Lebby was the offensive coordinator at OU when Venables folks took over. But
come on, dude. E-Tally.
Damn, he set me up.
Do you
God bless America.
Do you even have to ask?
I don't know what happened.
From now
on, the big deal. That's not the big deal with Lebby.
When Chad asked you know where Levy was at, but just say he was at OU.
Maybe it's the late night. Maybe it's the late night, dog.
You know where Jerry's the cat?
You
know where Tom and Jerry were from? From OU, yes. Tom and Jerry from OU.
They started in a house in OU. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's right. It started at Campus Corner in Norman. Lebby is the son-in-law to Art Browse.
Okay.
He's married to Art Browse's daughter. And he was at Baylor when all that crap happened at Baylor. He was the offensive coordinator.
He was offensive coordinator of that, wasn't he?
Yes, he.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. E-Tally just fell right into that one, man. I was like, E-Tally, just say. I was thinking to myself, OU, say OU, E-Tally, say OU.
Sure enough.
All right, what you got on the next?
Something like Florida State or something. I'm supposed to know ACC wins. I don't know.
So you got number 3 Arizona at Iowa. No, it's not 3. Number 3, just Arizona 3-0 at Iowa State 4-0.
Yeah, why we picking that game? Why we picking that game?
Because the winner of this one is going to be against Texas Tech. This is going to set up for the Big 12.
No, we don't. I'm throwing that game. I'm throwing that one out. That's my throw out.
All right, I'll take that one off.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that ain't ranked. That ain't no ranking on that team. You trying to set me up?
They will be ranked. Iowa State's 14. Iowa State's number 14.
Oh, they are? Okay, then we can do it. Okay, we can do it. I'm sorry. I didn't see a number next to them. That's why.
I'll take Iowa State on that one too.
I'll take Iowa State too.
I'll take Iowa State.
Arizona.
Let
me put it back on 3-0 at 14 Iowa State.
Iowa State then.
After the Dublin game, I'm an Iowa State believer. They played excellent football in that game, and field conditions were terrible. It was just, and they went out there and just produced. So I like Iowa State in that one.
I'm with you guys. Tyler, you said Iowa State too, right?
Yes, sir. Iowa State, yeah.
All
right. The big one.
Game.
This is the game of the week. Game of the week.
Yeah, is game day at this one?
I don't know. I don't think
they should be.
They should be.
They should
but
be.
I bet you they should be, but I bet you they're at the next one.
Probably because they got Nick Saban. They got Nick Saban there, so now he wants to go to visit Georgia. So, but number 6 Oregon 4-0 at.
Yep, they're there. They're in Happy Valley.
Yeah, they're in Happy Valley.
All right.
Happy Valley. Come on, man. Don't even ask me.
Number 6 Oregon 4-0 at number 3 Penn State 3-0.
I'm ready to call that. That's easy. That's easy right there. I'm calling it all day. Penn State, baby. Come on, Nitty Lions.
Our CNN news desk has called it. Penn State with the win.
Yes. The crazy part though is only going to be 27-24.
You got a nail. You
What's
got a
the
nail. You got
what's
a
the
nail
points?
biter. You
What's the
got a
point
nail biter.
score?
It's a 3.5-point spread by Penn State's what they got right
What's
now.
the overall over and under?
51.5.
Under.
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 I got Penn State too. I got Penn State.
Under.
Um,
Take the under on that too. Even though we all know Oregon gets after it. They get after it. They like to see that ball flying.
I'm taking Oregon in that one.
Ooh, Chad. Disrespectful there.
I'm taking Oregon in that one. My future employer.
Can you get
the
context? Can you get a context, please?
that, that's a night game, right? That's a night game.
Give context to that. Yeah,
Yes, please. Please give
6:30
context
game.
so people know
That's
what you're talking about.
So the weather at that game will be a low of 55, high of 73. So being that it's going to be getting dark at that time, you could probably expect that it's going to be on the cooler side in the 60s.
It
But
says they're expecting the weather to be 72 degrees at kickoff.
There you go.
Is that a whiteout game for us?
Yes.
It's always a whiteout game, prime time, man.
Yep.
I'm trying to tell you,
I
Chad.
don't see what they would. I don't see why they wouldn't do a whiteout there. That's as big a game as they're going to have in the stadium there.
Chad, it's a whiteout game. We don't lose whiteout games.
Yeah, that's what Dylan just said too. I'm gonna change mine. You guys taught me into it. I'm going Penn State.
Oh, they only lose whiteout games to Ohio State.
No. We always find ways to win. It's like the Eagles did this weekend. We find ways to win.
Okay. All right. So we all got Penn State. Then you got number 17, Alabama, 2-1. At number 5, Georgia.
That's easy.
3-0.
That's easy.
Georgia.
Georgia all day. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, the dogs,
day.
right? The dogs. I got Georgia as well.
All day.
I got Georgia as well.
All day. Come on.
Yeah.
I got Georgia as well.
So we got let's recap our NFL games and pick those, and then we'll close it out with some of the big news that came out of college football today. We've got the recap. We had the Bengals at the Vikings. Vikings won that one 48-10. Luckily for all three of us, we did pick the Vikings. We got the Eagles 33, Rams 26. Both of you guys had the Eagles, and I had the Rams. Like I said,
and Tally was changing channels and screaming at the TV all day.
No. Hey, listen. I'll be honest with you. I'll let you know what I did. When the game came on, we went down 20 something to 7. I went straight to the red zone. That's what it's for. Went straight to the red zone. I couldn't do it. My anxiety was high, and it was perfect.
Yeah. Well,
we scored right before we went to the half. We mounted our comeback.
Since Italy is a betting man, which he is, he likes to put money on these games, right? You do?
Yeah. Oh, hey, it's a scandal right now.
Well, no. Well, let's talk about this one first.
Okay, go ahead. You go.
How would you feel about this? The Eagles were favored by 2.5 points. They were up by 1 when the Rams were going to kick that field goal. So at worst, the Rams lose by 1 and cover the spread. At best, they win by 2 and cover the spread. So now they block the field goal, run it in for a touchdown. Now all of a sudden it ends up a 7-point game.
That's called a push. That's called a push because we won. And then the way the 6 points you win your bet. That's called a push.
No. They were 2.5-point favorites. It wasn't a push.
Well, I call it a push because we got past it. We blocked it. We got past
No.
it.
I'm talking about the gamblers, the bettors. If they picked the Rams to cover the spread.
Oh yes.
That's what they call a bad beat, right?
No, it wasn't a bad beat because it didn't make it. It would have been
no. It's a bad beat because at worst they should have missed the field goal at worst technically, and they would have lost by 1 point.
Right. Yeah, that would have been a bad beat.
Which you still cover the spread, but when you block the field goal, and run it back for a touchdown, it becomes a bad beat because you're thinking.
You bet it for the Rams. Yeah.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The people that pick the Rams to cover the spread, they're thinking, I won. I'm going to Sizzler tonight because guess what? If he misses this field goal, I still win.
Don't even matter. Don't even matter.
I still cover the spread. If they make the field goal, I still win. But with the block field goal and running it back,
That's a bad beat.
all of a sudden, I don't get Sizzler no more. I don't get Sizzler because Jordan Davis and his fat ass. Oh, sorry, he runs it all the way back for a touchdown.
Just after night, we good. We just after night. Chad,
I've got it checked on when we put this out on the podcast on the iTunes and all that, and when it goes on YouTube, I have it checked that we have profanity, so we're good.
Good. Well, that was very little, and I didn't get out the SS. I didn't get out the SS. His fat ankles. Well, I could have said his fat ankles.
Yeah.
So, that was a bad beat, though. That's what I was going to say.
No, that was a bad. Yeah, because you said the Eagles. That's why I was confused. But yeah.
Right. So if you
were betting Rams,
2
points. Yes.
At very worst, they missed the field goal, and you
win your bet. You got your bet. Anyway. Even if he would have scored, if he would have just fell on it, this little fat butt fell on it. Yep. Yeah. Oh man, my team lost. Whatever. You still win the bet, right?
Still win the bet. Yes, that's a bad bet. Then you got the Broncos losing to the Chargers 23-20. Chad had the Broncos, and Tally and I both had the Chargers. 49ers beat the Cardinals 16-15. Chad and I both had the Cardinals, and Tally had the 49ers. And then we had the Lions and Ravens. Ravens dropped one at home to the Lions 38-30. Me and Tally both had the Ravens, and Chad had the Lions. So that bring our records to, like we said earlier, they bring our records to Tally's 13-3 for the year. Chad is 10-6, and I'm 8-8. Like I said, I'm going to stop picking teams like UTSA to beat A&M. You know, and I probably would have if I was betting with my brain. I would have picked the Eagles to beat the Rams, but I was just trolling at that point. Tally. So I deserve to lose that. Like I said, that's our record. So we got some catching up to do, Chad, because Tally, we don't need him to run away with this.
Well, hey, this weekend, I don't know. I don't feel as comfortable. It's a lot of tough games.
Yeah,
there is. I felt last week. Last week was still cupcake land. This week is, hey man, some.
Well, it's like Rich said that we're now into conference play, and now we're getting into some really good.
I worry about the Mississippis.
Yep.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to SEC play. The Mississippis, they make somehow they find ways to get bowl games.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They win 6 games, and it's like, how do they win 6 games?
Yep.
Right.
They beat guys, and they're not supposed to win.
Right.
Yeah, they do a surprise game here or there.
Yep. So we got the Seahawks at Cardinals on Thursday night. Both of them are 2-1.
That's a tough game. Go ahead, Chad.
I'm gonna pick with I'm gonna pick on my feeling side on that one because that is a kind of a pick 'em game.
Oh my goodness, Kyler Murray, gosh.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go E-Tally right here. God bless America.
God bless America on that.
God bless America.
That dude love the
God bless America.
Sooners, boy.
They're playing at the Cards, and Seattle has a 1.5 point spread.
The Sea Chickens look really, really good, but I don't know if they look good enough to beat the Cardinals. Because the Cardinals, this is division. This is a division game, and both of these two play each other so tough. I'm gonna take the Cardinals with the home court advantage. I know it's home field, but I said home court.
If this was played next Sunday, I would pick the Seahawks. But since it's a short week, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Cardinals. It's hard to go on the road and win on Thursday night.
It is. You got less than 5 days of rest.
Yeah, and then it's also a division game.
That's a division game.
Yeah, I'll take the Cardinals. And I do like Kyler Murray too. He looks like the little midget that runs on the field.
Like Speedy Gonzalez, the way he runs.
Exactly. But okay, so then Sunday we got the 2-1 Vikings at the 2-1 Steelers.
Vikings look really good, even though they're having quarterback issues. I'll take the Vikings in
I'm
this
taking
one.
Vikings with my guy Carson Wentz is the quarterback for the Vikings right now, guys. Just let
All
y'all know,
right.
FYI.
I'm gonna take the Steelers
Well, I love it. I love it.
because all all Mike Tomlin does is have a winning record, even if it's 9-8. So right now, I'm going to go with them because they're going to stumble a little bit in October, November, but they're going to put a lot of house money in the bank, and they're going to they're going to have some room to spare. So I think they're still on their way to another 9-8 season, but I think they win this one.
Okay.
You got the 3-0 Eagles at the 3-0 Bucks.
There's no other again.
I know what Tally. I already put tallies
Yeah,
down.
don't even put me down.
I've already put mine down because it's obvious who I'm picking in that one.
Baker Mayfield.
That's right.
God bless America.
Over Jalen
Well,
Hurts.
yeah, Baker's my guy. I love
Hurts
watching
won
Baker play.
he won. Hurts won a national. I mean, not national, but he won a Super Bowl.
I know that. But
He's
Baker
the
Mayfield
only.
won a Heisman at Oklahoma, and Hurts didn't.
Again, Hurts didn't have the team that Baker had. I bet if
Oh,
Hurts
wait.
had that team, he would have won.
Possibly.
I had a
But
better running game with
with
Baker.
Hurts.
I'm
No,
gonna
with
take.
Baker. I thought I had a better running game with
Oh,
Baker.
with Baker, we had CD Lamb and Sterling Shepard.
Yeah.
Oh, so I had better receivers.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can
I'm
argue
gonna
that.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks as well.
I
I
love
think
it.
I think the Eagles, um, maybe they woke up in that second half against the Rams, so that's kind of a scary pick for me because I think could that be the spark that the Eagles needed to
Turn the
like get
table.
like to put it together offensively because offensively they've been dreadful through 3 weeks for the most part. For 2.5 weeks, they woke up a little bit last week, but again, the Bucks 3-0. The reason I'm going to go with the Bucks is because the law of averages. The Eagles have been barely winning these games. They've been right there, and they haven't looked good doing it. Eventually, they're going to lose one, and I think it's going to be this week because the Bucks are at home. If it was at Philly, I would take Philly.
Well, just to remind you both, check the. I'm not going to tell you to try to sway your picks. Definitely not trying to do that. But check your injury report. All
What's
right,
on the injury report? Is Baker Mayfield on it?
Michael Evans, his
Is
number
he
one
out?
receiver. Yeah, he's out.
Oof.
Yeah.
They still
But
have good receivers. They still have good receivers
Hey,
though.
there's
hey man, they're a good team. They're
yeah.
a great team. They make the playoffs every year.
Well,
The Bucks.
when
Cowboys
I
don't know
just
nothing
said
about.
when I said one of the names that I said that played with CD Lamb at OU with Baker, Sterling Shepard,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's a receiver at Bucks now.
So the Bucks also have a better defense than the Eagles. The
Do
Bucks
they
have
really?
yeah, the Bucks have one of the better defenses in the league. Vita Vea, man, that boy, he just continues to just blow up the middle of offensive lines. I'll take the Bucks. It'll be a close game though, but
It's
I think
3.5 point spread by Philadelphia right now.
so. Philly's favored.
3.5 and a 43.5 over and under.
Wow. Okay. Now, I mean, like I said, if the Eagles, if the second half of last week was an indication of what's to come, I would pick the Eagles. But again, I think they've been playing with fire the first 3 weeks. Eventually, you get burned. This might be that week, but hey, maybe they turn it around. But I'm going with the Bucks. I'm
All
going
right.
with the Bucks. Then you got the 3-0 Colts at the 2-1 Rams.
I got the Colts on this one. All right. There's been a lot of talk about the daughter that took over, one of the daughters that took over. She's been on the sideline taking notes all day watching these games, but the Colts look good.
I'm going to go with Indiana Jones and the Colts.
Rams that just came back from a devastating loss.
Yeah.
Technically, they should be 3-0 right now. I'm going
But
Rams.
But Matthew Stafford didn't look right in that second half. He took a hit, and I know he sat out the entire preseason because of a bad back. He did take a good hit in that game, and he wasn't the same after that hit. So again, I'll take the Colts because I know the Colts have a pretty physical defense as well.
Yeah.
They got a good quarterback too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who do you got, E-Tally?
Rams.
You got the Rams.
Rams.
Okay, we got the 2-1 Jags at the 3-0 49ers. I got 49ers easily in that game.
No, not so fast, my friend. Mike
Uh-oh.
Babosa's out.
Who?
Babosa. Babosa's out. Mike Babosa in his name? Mike Babosa?
Mike Boza. Boza.
Bosa?
Yeah.
It's
Bosa?
It's Nick Boza, isn't
it's
it?
Nick
It's not
Bosa.
Mike.
It's Nick Bosa.
Oh, my
Yeah.
bad. I thought it was Mike Babosa.
Babosa. You're
I
thinking
still
about
got I still got the 49ers in that game.
yeah, 49ers. I think they win that one easily.
I take 49ers too. That's
Yeah.
one to be
49ers are 2.5-point spread. They got them by 2.5.
Did we take this next one off, or are we still going to talk about it?
Oh, we definitely taking this one.
We're taking it off.
Why we would take it off?
It's not an interesting game.
You crazy? This is it. This is the game of the week.
No. You mean to tell me that's better than the Eagles and Bucks? Come on.
Yes.
Come on. Look at all those.
You
Look
just
at
don't
all
wanna
those.
pick against your team.
The only reason I
pick 'em.
put this on there is because Micah's coming back to Dallas.
Yes,
I don't
Mike's coming back to Dallas.
I don't think it's that interesting. I'm not going to pick it. I don't think it's that interesting. It's not interesting to me.
How?
It's not an interesting game. The Cowboys. They're
You
just
only
not.
have really all right. Technically, you only
they're
have
not-
one loss.
They're not it. They're not it. Like, why are we not picking the
How
Browns?
can you sit here with a Dallas Cowboys
Hold
shirt
on.
on?
They're
and
still
you
my
say
team.
They're not it. Wow.
I still bleed.
Loser.
I still bleed blue. But why aren't we picking the Browns or the Dolphins or the Texans? No. Why aren't we picking the Browns, Dolphins, Texans, Jets, or
The
Giants?
Browns
Because the
versus
Browns
the
are playing at
Dolphins?
Detroit with an 8.5-point spread.
See,
Who'd
but
you say?
the Texans, the Jets, the Dolphins.
No, you're there you go, move that goalpost. Just
No. I'm asking why
Cowboys.
we're not picking those games. Answer
Run
why.
from the
There's
smoke.
not a.
Hold on.
There's.
I'm asking why we're not picking any of those games. I'm just asking.
Well, we want to add them. We can pick them. We can pick all
No.
seven.
I don't want.
I was looking at when I did because I
I don't
trust
want-
you guys when it comes to the NFL
NFL.
because everybody knows I'm not a big NFL guy.
No, but
I do is when I go down through here, I look at like the Commanders is 2-1 versus the Falcons 1-2, 0-3 Saints versus 3-0 Bills, the 1-2 Browns versus 2-1 Lions.
Why aren't we picking the Saints game? Just answer the question. Why we're not picking that?
It's not to me. It's just because Buffalo's got a 16.5-point spread.
But what about the Saints? What are they?
They're 0-3.
They're 0-3.
No.
So why would we pick the Cowboys when the Cowboys are in that boat where the Cowboys are a 64-yard field goal away from being 0-3 themselves?
I just pick. We can. I don't.
Mike,
I just put it on there because of the newsworthy game it is with Micah coming back.
I'm more talking to E-Tally about this because I know you really don't care about NFL. My point is
Carson is coming home.
But
don't
that's
that smoke.
Let's not be like Espen. Let's not be like Espen and talk about the Cowboys just because. Let's wait.
Don't run from it. Don't run from the smoke.
No, I'm not. I'm already
Titans
saying.
and the Texans is 0-3. Both teams are 0-3.
Yeah, see that's what I mean. They're bad teams, so we're not going to cover them.
To me, the NFL this week there's a lot of bad games in NFL. Monday nights, the Dolphins and the Jets are both 0-3.
And the Packers Cowboys game is one of those bad games. That game, if they were able to, they should flex that to noon on Sunday. It shouldn't be a Sunday night game. That's going to be a romp. Like that's going to be a blowout. That's going to be a blowout.
They got the spread right now is Green Bay 6.5 with an over and under of 47.5.
It might be Green Bay, 40-7.
Well, unfortunately, you feel the way you feel. The great part is the rest of the football world wants us to talk about this game.
Why? That's what I don't understand. Don't be like Espen. Espen, the Cowboys could be 0-16, and they're the top story on Espen in the morning. Why are we going to do that? I don't need to talk about the Cowboys. It
drives the ratings, and that's what the people want. The people want to know, how do you feel? How do you feel about your Cowboys playing Micah Parsons?
Hey, Chad, do me a favor, Chad. We'll pick this game because Italy is so desperate to pick it. But do this. Do a poll. Can you do a poll on Instagram and Facebook and all that. Do a poll, and just going forward, do people want us to talk about the Cowboys? Do they not want us to talk about the Cowboys? Or are they indifferent about it? And we'll go off to what the people answer.
All right,
Because
I got you.
just going forward, we'll pick this one. I got the Packers winning at Dallas.
All right. All right. That's all the games. So we want to talk about the news of the.
Did you pick the Packers too, Chad?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, you're a smart guy.
Yes, sir.
I just don't think that's an interesting game. I just don't. It's just me.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch it because I'm a Cowboys fan. But to me, if I wasn't a Cowboys fan, there would be no interest in that game whatsoever. There should be no interest.
Just because a team record is 1-2 and the other team is 2-1.
Look at the Cowboys, though, man. They show Jerry Jones, and it makes me throw up in my mouth, man. Jerry Jones is destroying. He's already destroyed that team.
He's destroying that team.
But he's destroying it even further right now.
Yep.
Hey, man, so sorry, man. I feel bad for you.
Oh, don't feel bad for me, because guess what? Guess what? I've watched 3 Super Bowl victories, and I've been alive for 4 of them. So I'm good. I mean, I watched the 4 of them. I don't remember the first one too well because I was so young. But I got to watch 3 in the 90s, man. Don't feel bad for me. Feel bad for all those teams that have never won one.
I think it was only 8 still out there that haven't won. I think it's like 8. I did an actual fun fact. I didn't even bring back fun facts.
Cardinals have never won one. Vikings have never won one. The Jags have never won one. You know, there's a lot of teams. Titans, Texans.
12.
There's 12 teams that have never won one. And let's feel bad for the teams that have. It's been even longer for them. Even the 49ers. Their last one was 1 year before the Cowboys won their last one. We won in 95.
And
won in 94.
Isn't it weird? I think Deion played with them that year, didn't he?
Yeah, Deion went to them and then went to the Cowboys, yeah.
And then he didn't play after that, right?
He stayed with the Cowboys for the rest of
right. And then neither one of them have won a Super Bowl since then, huh?
No, neither one of them.
Dang.
So even the Redskins,
they got the Deion effect.
yeah. Even the Redskins, they haven't won since like 91 or something like that. You know, I mean, so it's like, I mean, don't feel bad for me. Don't cry for me, Argentina. All right. We got. We'll finish out with some of this college football news today. Dabo Swinney contract. The buyout details: Swinney signed a 10-year, $115 million extension with Clemson in 2021 that runs through 2031, and made him one of the college football's highest-paid coaches. Swinney's buyout in 2025 is $60 million and only drops to $57 million in 2026. From 2027 on, the buyout is the full remaining salary left on his contract. What can you tell us about that?
He's on the hot seat. The problem is I don't know if Clemson can buy out that contract, and he's kind of, like he said in one of the press conferences he did either this week or the week before, he said if they don't want to win anymore, they can get rid of me if they're tired of winning. Because before he came to Clemson, they weren't winning, not like what they have been since he's been there. The problem is I think the game has passed him by because this year was the first year he ever touched the portal, and he only picked one player up.
Right.
It looks bad for Dabo, but right now he's still there. But time will tell with what they're right. They don't make the ACC championship game this year, which it don't look like they're going to right now. If they don't make it, I don't see him coming back next year. If they can because also it says in his contract, it's not in that. It says in there that on that $60 million buyout, if they get rid of him at the end of the year, they can still pay him his normal salary, which is $10 million a year. So they could pay it out over the next 6 years. He could retire, or he could go coach somewhere else and get $10 million from Clemson and whatever else somebody else pays him.
You go to a mid-major and build their program and be a hero there. Yep.
Right.
And then we got Mike Gundy. He actually did lose his job today, huh?
Yes. Yeah, they fired Gundy today, which was kind of weird because I was hearing, because I follow News 9 in Oklahoma, there was a lot of talk because Oklahoma State's in a disarray right now as a university. The president's being the president without a contract. The AD's the AD without a contract. Mike Gundy was the only one that had a contract, and he'd been there for 20 years. He also played quarterback at Oklahoma State. He played quarterback at Oklahoma State and had Thurman Thomas and Barry Sanders as his running backs. He left, did a couple of stints at different places as coaching and offensive coordinating. He came back, was the offensive coordinator for 1 year, and then became the head coach. And he's been there for 20 years. But the president did come out today and say they have relieved him of his coaching duty, and they are paying him his $15 million buyout.
Right. Well, that's I'm a little disappointed by that because he's one of my favorite college football coaches, Mike Gundy. I'm a man. I'm 40. I still love that press conference.
Yeah.
One of my favorite college football coaches around, and it's sad that he won't be roaming the sidelines of Oklahoma State going forward.
Well, and that Gundy family is big in Oklahoma. That's where I became a fan. That was because I lived there, and they're big. They won between him and he's the older brother. His younger brother's Kel. Between the two of them, I think they have 4 or 5 state titles at Midwest City. They were both quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Mike went to Oklahoma State. Kel went to the Oklahoma. Made for some interesting Thanksgiving dinners, but and then Kel stayed on at OU and coached at OU forever. Kel got fired at OU 2 years ago because he used a racist word when he was repeating what a kid had texted, and they fired him or asked him to resign. So now there's no longer a Gundy in a coaching position in Oklahoma.
Wow.
Chris?
Yeah. No, I'm just disappointed that he's that he got fired. That's
he's done a lot but I think the writing was on the wall. They got blown out by Oregon. They got beat by Tulsa this last week after a bye week, and you get beat by Tulsa. I think the writing was on the wall, but OSU was a doormat for Oklahoma, and only one coach, Simmons, was there 1 year. They beat OU one of his years. Gundy was the only one that could beat Oklahoma during that. Before Simmons won that one, and then Gundy, I think he won 3 against Oklahoma. Oklahoma State hadn't beat OU but once.
Mm-hmm.
So,
wow.
Who knows what's going to happen there? The offensive coordinator that's there now. He used to be there. Is going to take over for the rest of the year, but I don't know. I don't know how he's going to do. I mean, there's a lot of talk about maybe Dana Holgerson that's at Houston about offering him the job. He was the offensive coordinator with Gundy before he went to West Virginia and then now at Houston.
Got the same mullet too.
Yeah. And then also the other guy that's on the short list right now from what the rumors in Oklahoma is G.J. Kinney, which is the Texas State head coach.
They should just shake the world up and just hire Bob Stoops.
Bob Stoops wouldn't take that job in a million years.
You never know.
Bob Stoops said he would never coach another college game again unless he's coaching at OU.
Unless it's the money's right. Money talks, you know what walks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I just think that would be interesting. So I think that's it for the news to catch us up. I know one of my little wires that just came in from one of the Dallas radio stations I listened to just said Jerry Jones might be kicking the tires on Odell Beckham Jr. He's bringing back the all retirement team with freaking what's that guy that they just signed last week?
The defensive end.
Yeah, what's his name?
Miles Garrett.
No,
not Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett's still a beast, man.
He's in Cleveland.
Oh, Javon Clowney.
Clowney, yeah.
Jadeveon Clowney. Now,
Yeah.
if they're interested in bringing in Odell Beckham because CeeDee
But he
Lamb might
didn't
be
play
out
this
there.
past weekend, right? I was told he didn't play this past weekend.
Who's that?
Ooh.
No, Jadeveon Clowney didn't play this weekend. He'll play
Yeah,
next weekend. And if they do go after Odell Beckham, it's probably. I mean, he probably. I think he's still bet because he doesn't. He said he doesn't need to be the primary receiver wherever he goes, but he'd
but is
still
he
be.
still fast?
He would still be their best third option um behind Pickens and Lamb when Lamb comes back. That would
Is
make
he
him more
still
for.
fast though?
Oh yeah, he played last
Odell,
year. Yeah, he played
Odell
last year.
played.
He's just one of those guys like Stephon Gilmore, Jadeveon Clowney.
I thought he
These
got hurt.
I think he's still good to go.
Okay. All right. Wait, man.
Uh,
I love it.
I just think there's a lot of these veterans that they just don't want to go to training camp, and they don't sign anywhere, and then they wait till the season starts. Like Jadeveon Clowney, like Stephon Gilmore, still out there. Cowboys should have brought him back this summer, but there's guys like that they don't want to go to training camp, and they wait till somebody needs them at that position, and they come back and they'll get themselves a nice little contract for the rest of the year. We'll see
Yeah.
if that plays. We'll see if that plays out or not.
He's going out for the older guys. He needs to go out after Tyreek Hill.
I wonder what it would cost to trade for him, but because he's still with the Dolphins. I know Tyreek
Yeah,
Hill's not. He's definitely not happy in Miami. So,
yeah.
but either way, guys, that was a wonderful show. I hope my picks go better this week than they did last week.
Rich is
I'll
pissed
I'm,
at his
I'm,
pick. He made him pick real quick. I'm just letting you guys know.
I
Y'all know how
know.
Rich is. Rich is still like, hey man, I did not want to pick against the Cowboys.
Yeah, I know.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I just don't think it's an interesting game. Like, like to me,
Mm-hmm.
if we do talk about the Cowboys, it should be very briefly the rest of the way because I really don't think they're going to be one of the more interesting stories in the NFL this year. And
Uh,
and to me, like I said before, if you look at all the teams that have won Super Bowls in the last 20, 25 years, they've all hit rock bottom at some point. All of
That's
them.
true.
And you have to
yeah.
build. The Cowboys have never fully rebuilt. They're always just good enough to be on the edge where they just start patching it up, and then they go from 6, 7 wins to 12 wins, but they never have been that 2 or 3 win team that can go and get that top 1 or 2 draft pick. Because when you get that top 1 or 2 draft pick, that you get that in every round. So you get the first or second pick in every round. So
Mm.
and that's why I told Ryan this morning. I said, you know what? If the Cowboys, obviously, it doesn't look like they're a playoff team right now. Things can change; they always can. But if you're not gonna make the playoffs, you know, shoot,
But that's
man,
just it though, Rich.
at, at, at
This
least
is what
finish
your
with a worse
owners.
at least finish with a worse record than the
Well,
Giants.
I
And
think they were hoping for that Parsons trade was going to get them a Herschel Walker kind of deal.
Yes, this is
They were hoping for that, and Jerry Jones. I'm sorry, Jerry Jones screwed that up.
yeah,
that's what your owner's trying to do. He's trying to make it to where it's though, hey, listen, we got rid of the guy in his mind he thought was a cancer. So we're going to make everything possible to make this season work. Hey, listen, if we play this weekend and we go if we win this game, we're 2-2. We're 2-2. You still got what? Was that 14 games left?
Yeah.
Right?
or
Well, 13 games. Excuse me,
13
13
games.
games left.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I
13
just
games, you still get 8 games out of that. You get
you,
8 games out of 13. Hey man, that's a playoff team.
and and then where are we at? We're back in the first round exit again. And now we got a number 21, 22 pick. Right now, in order for that trade to
So
work,
are you, but no, that's just it. You don't have to worry about it because at the same time, you have 2 first-round picks.
but wouldn't you rather one of them be a top 5 pick? Now you have 2 first round picks and one of them's
No,
a
that means you have
what
to tank.
and one of them's now a premium pick.
That means you have
I,
to tank. So
I'm looking.
you
I've
want
been
to tank?
So,
well.
so what?
I've been talking football for the last 40 years of my life, right? 45 years of my life. In the
Okay.
last 15 years, 20 years, No, not 20. I'll say the last 10 to 15 years. I've been saying the Cowboys need to stop this reloading stuff and they need to do a hard reset, a hard rebuild. They've never done that. Ever since Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith and that group, they've never had that bottom of the barrel. Even with Dave Campo as their coach, 2000, 2001, 2002, they weren't picking any higher than about 7, 8, 9. I mean, they haven't had that number one, number two pick that the Giants have had to get Eli Manning. That, that a lot of these teams, like the 49ers, they've actually hit rock bottom a couple times in the last 20 years. That's why they always have a good team, because they rebuild. I mean, they'll have 1 or 2 down years, they
Do
rebuild
a
and
hard
build.
reset.
Yeah, it's a hard
Do a
reset.
hard.
Yeah,
But
the Eagles
but what?
after the Donovan McNabb years, the Eagles had a couple really bad years, and they were able to rebuild that team. And now all of a sudden, you got this team that's now competing every year. You know,
But that's just it though. And I think I want to say that
Diamond
was
in the
the
rough.
Patriots way. It was the Patriots way that was taught everybody that you keep everybody young. You don't let contracts expire, and that's the problem. You guys let contracts expire.
that's the Jerry Jones way. That's what we talked about
Yeah.
the other day
That's
with
my
money. It is a money thing, and
that's
when
my
you
point. You guys let the contracts expire.
yeah,
So by letting the contracts expire, you gotta pay. You gotta
top
overpay
dollar,
that. You have to
Overpay.
overpay CD.
And
You
he
were
and
about to
he's wanting
overpay Parson.
and
and
that's the
he's
thing.
wanting those players that he's wanting those prima donna players, so to speak, that want all that money and to have it. But you can't have your quarterback and your receiver taking all your offensive money.
Yeah,
And he's at that point right now. I mean, I understand what you're saying with
Well,
the
he
reset,
could.
but we're like,
He
you
could. He
could
just
if
got to
you
pay
got
the
to
luxury
if you
tax.
well, or if you draft good. If you really draft
but
good
that's the thing. The
and draft
Cowboys
young offensive linemen that are solid offensive linemen,
the Cowboys draft really well. That's the thing. And but they don't. The problem is when they get to that first contract, they're gone. They're gone. They're gone. Like I'm just going to give you a list here real quick. Some notable Cowboys that are no longer in Dallas because the Cowboys weren't able to re-sign them. Malik Collins, he's as a defensive tackle, he's rated out at 90.8 PFF. He's number one out of 119 defensive tackles right now. They should have been able to re-sign him. Obviously, Micah Parsons isn't here. He's 90.1, which is 4 out of 116. Xavier Woods, we have safety issues right now. We couldn't re-sign Xavier Woods. He's got a 90 grade. He's number one out of 76 safeties in the league right now. Okay. Jordan Lewis, who was with them last year, they couldn't afford to keep him because of the Micah drama. He's got a 77.9 PFF grade in the slot, which is we're struggling mightily in the slot right now down the seam. He's number 8 out of 102 cornerbacks right now. Travarius Ward, 77.6, another cornerback they couldn't afford to re-sign because of all these contracts. He's the number 10 ranked cornerback out of 102. Then you have Dorrance Armstrong, a good defensive end, who is a good pressure player of sacks. He's 77.0 PFF grade. He's number 24 out of 116 defensive ends defensive linemen. And then Chidobe Awuzie, 71.9 grade. He's number 21 out of 102 as a cornerback. If you look where they're having all their problems right now, it's in the secondary. Am I right?
yeah.
On this list, you have 3 corners and a safety, all in the top 20 of the league. Like I said, Xavier Woods is number 1 for safeties. Jordan Lewis is number 8 for corners. Travarius Ward is number 10 for corners, and Chidobe Awuzie is number 21 for corners. Though that's where you're hurting right now. It's because of what E. Talley said is we let these contracts go on too long, and then we can't re-sign these. These are all draft picks that are making an impact for other teams. The Cowboys draft extremely well. Where they have a problem is managing their cap, and that's a Jerry Jones issue because they could have
Well,
stayed.
they gotta have somebody that can. They gotta have a coach that when they got those guys all. When you're drafting that good, you got to have a coach that keeps those guys. Those you got 4 years of a rookie contract. So you're telling me in 4 years of those guys, if you're drafting really good for 4 years,
You
that
can't.
you can't get 1 or 2 good years out of there?
No good coaches want to coach in Dallas. I'm sorry. It's just not going
No,
to
because they
happen.
don't want to deal with Jerry Jones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You had, like I said, a lot of these guys started their careers under Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett, I don't think he was a good coach at all. They wasted a lot of prime players' careers, like Tony Romo, DeMarco Murray, Des Bryant, Jason Witten,
Hey,
DeMarcus
real
Ware.
quick.
Those are all Hall of Fame players, and they couldn't win the Super Bowl because their coaching was
On
subpar.
mute. Okay. Real quick.
Yeah.
So the Eagles in the last since 2007, we didn't have 3 years we didn't have first round picks. 2007, 2008, and 2018.
Right.
We only had a top 5 pick 2 times since that time frame. So,
Right.
I just think your
That's tw-
whole
that's twice. That's twice that the
yeah.
Cowboys haven't had that. I still think, and they probably had really
No,
good
but no,
drafts that
what,
year.
what I'm trying to say is because you said we had some bad years to where as though, that allow us to have some top picks. Again, in 2013, we had the 4th pick.
Yep.
Before that, we had the highest we
Who do
had
they
was
choose?
Who did y'all choose
we
in
had,
two?
that was
What
Lane
what
Johnson, by the way,
what
Lane Johnson.
what did you choose in number 2016? What was your draft
16,
position in
that was our
2016?
that was our number 2. That's we had Carson Wentz
Carson
who's
Wentz.
playing for the
But
oh listen, he's Carson Wentz who's playing for the Minnesota Vikings right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
And by the way, this is his 6th team since that time frame. So that's
But, but
10 years.
we could
He's
get into
played for
that.
6
We can
teams.
get into that another time, but I'm sure they turned a lot of those other picks. Like I said, it's not just about your first round pick. It's what do you do in the second round, the third round,
Well, yeah,
because you.
but everybody knows that. Everybody knows if
Yeah.
Yeah,
know,
yeah. But I'm saying,
that's what I'm trying to say. You don't have to bang. And
But we're
honestly, for me, I
yeah,
wouldn't want a first to 10. I wouldn't want that draft pick. I'd take a 15, 16, but I want to stockpile. New
yeah. You
England.
can't, you can't, because if you do that, if you're the Cowboys, if you're smart, you can turn those two first round picks into a lot more picks. I get that, but you got like I said, the Cowboys haven't
uh,
done enough bottom feeding losing in the last 20
if
years.
if that's the way it with what you're saying though, if you are the Cowboys and you have those 2 first round picks next year, then why not do what we're talking about? Is that we think we first thought he was trying to do? Take those 2 first round picks, throw another first round pick, go get the very first pick and pick Arch Manning, or
Uh, uh,
pick.
let's just say this, man. Manning's got a long way to go. He does. He's got a long way
Oh,
to
it's
go. Yeah,
yeah.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. That
I
I would
wouldn't
not.
go get Manning. No, um they were talking about it today. Who was um
What I would rather do is go out and get a couple of difference making defensive players. Dogs. You need dogs. You need a Charles Haley. You need a freaking Ray Lewis. Cowboys don't have none of those guys.
What you guys doing with Tyler Booker?
Oh, he's doing good,
Still?
but he just got hurt. He just got a high ankle sprain. He'll be out a few weeks, but he was
What about
rated out real
Tyler
good.
Guyton?
He's doing good too. He's doing really good.
Tyler
He's a
Guyton's another Lane
yeah,
Johnson.
yeah.
What
He's another
about May Smith?
who?
May Smith?
Mozzie Smith. That's a
Okay.
whiff. That was a whiff.
All
That
right.
was a
What
whiff.
about Tyler Smith?
Oh, he's the best left guard in football. They're saying
What about Micah Parsons?
he's gone because we couldn't come to an agreement with him, and
And then
and that and that all go.
CD Lamb.
And he's hurt right now. But they do hit on their first round picks. My thing is, a
Okay.
lot of players they sacrifice a lot of players because they could have saved $15 million a year on Dak Prescott's contract by signing him early instead of waiting till the last
Yes.
minute. They could have saved about 12 to 13 million on CD Lamb's contract if they do him early instead of waiting for guys like Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase and those big names. They all got paid, so CD's going to get paid. They should have done it earlier, and you save another 10 million, 12 million,
Well,
and
and I
now
think where do you think that where do you feel that those 2 draft picks are going to end up that they got right now? They're going to end up what in the 15 range, 12, 15 range, 12, 18 range?
right now with the Cowboys secondary the way it is, I could see their pick being in the top 5, hopefully. And I can
Yeah,
see. I think the Packers pick is going to be in the 20s.
Well, you guys had some good picks. You had in 2010 you had Dez Bryant. In 2014, I like this kid, the Zach Martin kid y'all had from
Oh
Notre
yeah,
Dame.
he's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer. He just
Uh,
retired.
in
So what do
16,
so you're saying that they need secondary?
I think they need secondary. They need pass rush. I mean, right now their defense is full of holes. Right now,
16 you had Ezekiel Elliott in
don't
16.
forget, don't forget about Travis Frederick and Tyron Smith. Those are 2 first
So
round picks as well.
according to CBS Sports, if they were to pick based on player, the number 1 pick would be Peter Woods. He's a defensive tackle out of Clemson.
There you
And they,
go.
and they could use one of those too. But
I don't think I would pick a guy from
And
Clemson. That's just my opinion.
I don't think I would either.
I'm
The
not
top
picking
corner
Clemson.
is ranked number 8 out of this class as of right now, and that's the Jamard McCoy, the corner out of Tennessee. They have Arch Manning ranked as the top quarterback, which I don't agree with.
oh man, that's just bias right there. But I mean,
With what they're doing, they're saying Sellers, the South Carolina quarterback. But right now, if I was to pick a quarterback, the 6'5", 225 quarterback from Indiana, that's a junior. That's the kid I would. And I'm biased to my guy, but my guy's hurt right now, so I'm ready to scream at the wall. So
well, hey, all I gotta say is there's still a lot of football to be played. Who knows? Maybe they come out and shock the world this Sunday night, and then we're having a different conversation. But I just don't see that happening. They got too many issues on defense, schematically.
I just know Monday you guys gonna be the talk of the either being disappointed because you let Michael leave, or wow, you shocked the world.
yeah.
I think the only way we're the talk of anything is if we shock the world. I really don't think
No, you're going to listen.
Oh, they're
going
still
be
going to talk
the
about the
talk.
Cowboys one way or another.
Yes,
it's
yes.
unfortunate.
You're talking about the Cowboys on
It's
Monday.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate we're even talking about them right now.
No,
I
well,
mean,
you're the one.
If you
kept
were
talking.
right, if you were right with what you're saying, as far as you think they'll be top 5, for the Dallas pick in the 20s for Green Bay's pick, they could pick that Jamard McCoy, the Tennessee corner at number. They got him listed at 8, but they could pick him higher at 5, 6, 7, 8, somewhere around there. And then at number 20, they could pick Anthony Hill Jr., the linebacker out of Texas, that's 6'3", 238, and they just fixed defense right there with 2 picks.
well,
But
he's a linebacker. They need pass rush. They need pass rush.
Well, then at 18, they've got LT Overton, which is the edge rusher the 6'5", 278 edge rusher out of Alabama.
Yeah. So I mean, so there's possibilities there, but
yeah, there's a lot of kids coming. I really like the defense in this year's draft. The quarterback class is, I don't know. Hey, go get my guy. Go get my guy.
Chad, you gotta chill out. You're going to give Mel Kiper Jr. a run for his money. Chill out.
I can't stand that. I can't stand that guy.
No, you'll be Espen be stealing you from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't be giving the Cowboys no good idea.
Yeah.
If the Cowboys are smart, go get my guy that I sent you the video tally, the guy that sacked R. Mason Thomas. They call him the closer at OU, 6'2", 249. He took on the defensive tackle and the running back at Auburn and sacked the quarterback in the end zone to win for a safety to win the game. We covered the spread then, but he set out the whole first half because of a targeting call in the game before. He came in the game, second play he was in the game, he sacked the quarterback.
Yep.
Last play he was in the game, he sacked the quarterback.
Yep.
So R. Mason would be a hell of a catch for Dallas.
Yep. Hey, well, we'll see what happens.
Chad, to become a Cowboys fan, is excited he got just now talking about him. So.
Oh, I love R. Mason. God, I love R. Mason.
There you go. There you go. See, you got to win Chad on the side, man. Chad be talking Cowboys talk.
That had CD Lamb and R. Mason.
There you go.
Then if they could get because I don't know if after after my quarterback went down today, I don't know. I don't see him coming out because they're saying that he's out for. We got a bye week this week, and then we have Kent State, which is another bye week the second week. Uh, they're saying they're going to try to get him back by Texas, but I think he'll probably be back by South Carolina. If he misses the Texas game and the South Carolina game, he'll come back next year and play.
Yeah, yeah.
If not, if he comes back for Texas and he lights it up and wins the Heisman, which he is the front runner for the Heisman right now, then he's gone.
Yep.
And he might be John Mateer might be the one or two quarterback that comes out.
I honestly was hoping Archie was going to be the front runner.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
he's not as of right now. He's not as of right now.
As much as I hate Texas because I'm an OU fan, I still like the Mannings, and I wanted to see that kid. I wanted to see that kid kind of do good because I love Peyton Manning, but I just think that kid needs. I don't know. I don't think it's his skill set or anything like that because I've seen what he did at the Elite 11 stuff. I think a lot of it is mental. That kid's had a lot of pressure on him. But you got to remember when he played in high school, he played at a 2A school in Louisiana.
Yeah,
he did. That's a big shift from a 2A school in Louisiana to D1 college football.
Right.
That is a huge jump.
Yeah. Yep. Well, we got a lot of football.
Private school in Louisiana. You were at a private school in Louisiana that's a 2A school. Somebody's paying a lot of money for those offensive linemen.
Yeah. A lot of football left to be talked the rest of the season, and I got honeydews to do. so I got us to hop off, fellas.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks again, brother.
Rich.
Let's close. Let's close, Rich.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, I guess that's our show for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night with our high school edition, and we'll be live at Southtown 101 tomorrow night.
Bar and Grill?
Bar and Grill, Southtown 101 Bar and Grill. You guys got any closing thoughts?
No.
No.
Make sure you tune in tomorrow night because we got 3 or 4 interviews of high school kids to get. We need to get spotlighted out there. So
awesome. And well, you guys have a wonderful night. We'll see you tomorrow. Remember, guys, you always gotta shoot for the moon because even if you miss, you'll be among the stars. Super Sports Media.